broadcaster Semenya produced another extraordinary result at the 77th ISTAF in Berlin's Olympic Stadium on Sunday, too, a day when 45,500 spectators turned out to honor retiring discus legend Robert Harting. A year after breaking a world best for 600 meters at this IAAF World Challenge meeting, the South African stormed to the fifth fastest 1,000 meters time in history. Running without pacemakers, Semenya clocked 2 minutes 30 seconds and 70 milliseconds, a world-led and South African record. Once the field got going at the second attempt after an initial false start, Semenya stormed ahead to take command. Passing 400 meters in 59.51, she was on schedule for a sub-2:30 time, which could have threatened the 2 minutes 28 seconds and 98 milliseconds world record set by Russia's Svetlana Masterkova 22 years ago. Running alone, she slowed over the second lap, passing 800 meters in 2 minutes 1 second and 7 milliseconds before reaching the finish to clip 0.31 from the national record she set earlier this year. "It was a great race, but I was tiring a little bit because I was leading the entire time," said Semenya, competing 3 days after taking the IAAF Diamond League 800 meters title in Zurich. "I am very happy with the time. The crowd was fantastic, the meeting and the stadium are amazing." Behind her, Uganda's Halima Nakaya and Kenya's Nelly Jepkoske broke national records as well, taking second and third in 2 minutes 34 seconds and 88 milliseconds and 2 minutes 35 seconds and 30 milliseconds respectively. Freitas takes inaugural ISTAF mile for the first time in the long history of the ISTAF. The women's mile race was staged. The inaugural honors went to Marta Freitas, who won in 4 minutes 22 seconds and 45 milliseconds, breaking the Portuguese national record. Kate Grace of the US was second in 4 minutes 23 seconds and 23 milliseconds, while Germany's Constanze Klosterhalfen, who led briefly mid-race, finished third in 4 minutes 24 seconds and 27 milliseconds. "I'm happy with my record," said Freitas, who was sixth in the 1,500 meters at the European Championships. "The European Championships did not go that well for me, so it is great to come back and win here today. I just graduated from college and will go back to the US and plan my next steps." Another strong performance came in the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase, won by Colleen Quigley of the US with a personal best of 9 minutes 10 seconds and 27 milliseconds from Kenyan Daisy Jepkemei, who clocked 9 minutes 14 seconds and 66 milliseconds. Further back, Australia's Genevieve Lacaze was third in 9 minutes 23 seconds and 69 milliseconds ahead of Marusha Mismas, who clocked a 9 minutes 28 seconds and 61 milliseconds national record for Slovenia. Talu tops of the Ivory Coast's Marie-José Talu, the fastest woman in the world this year, won the 100 meters in 11.08 from Trinidad and Tobago's Michelle Liai, who clocked 11.13. Finishing strongly, Germany's Gina Lückenkemper took third in 11.18. At the end of the program, Lückenkemper steered the German 4x100 meters relay to a win, clocking 42.98 ahead of Great Britain 43.19 and Switzerland 43.35. 3 days after his third-place finish in the Diamond League final, Olympic javelin champion Thomas Roller bounced back in Berlin, winning with 86.50 meters. Fellow Germans Julian Weber 85.54 meters and Zurich winner Andreas Hoffmann 85.09 meters finished second and third. "I had a lot of fun today, especially the lap of honor, which felt like a European Championships," Roller said. "Our German triple triumph felt amazing. We live as one team and all get along very well. That's an important piece of our success. I won today, that was my goal. The result wasn't too important to me, but 86.50 meters is very good for the end of season." In the shot put, Christina Schwanitz managed to win in the Olympic Stadium a month after a narrow defeat to Paulina Guba at the European Championships. The German took the shot put with 19.25 meters from Poland's Guba, who reached 18.58 meters. In the 1,500 meters, Timothy Cheruiyot again confirmed his position as the world's #1 metric miler. 3 days after his triumph in Zurich, he won with a fine 3 minutes 32 seconds and 37 milliseconds from fellow Kenyan Ferguson Rotich, who was nearly a second back in 3 minutes 33 seconds and 21 milliseconds. Ismael Dibjani of Belgium was third in 3 minutes, 34 seconds and 40 milliseconds. Jamaican Taekwondo Tracy won the 100 meters in 10.05 from Panama's Alonzo Edward 10.08 and Isaiah Young, USA, 10.15. This was also the farewell race of 2003 world champion Kim Collins, who finished 8th in the field of 9 in 10.45. He later confirmed, "Yes, this was my last race." Harting's last hurrah at the end. It was all about Robert Harting. After a spectacular introduction of athletes, it was Harting's brother Christoph who slightly spoiled the party, winning the competition with 65.67 meters. His brother took second, throwing 64.95 meters on his very last attempt. Compatriot Martin Wierig was third with 63.67 meters. Most of the 45,500 spectators stayed in their seats to the end of the competition to celebrate Robert Harting, giving him a perfect farewell. "This was an amazing goodbye at ISTAF today," said Harting, who won 2008 Olympic gold, 3 world titles and pair of European crowns during his exemplary career. "I feel very honored that so many people showed up. I always tried to be a good example, and we have grown together over the past years. Yesterday, I left home a little sad because I knew when I came back home I won't be a professional athlete anymore. Right now I am really happy and hope I can take all the positive emotions with me. Today I felt really great," he continued. "I was in a good mood and I could not think too much about myself because of the amazing crowd that celebrated such a great party. During my career I was especially grateful for the people who let me be the person I really am. I am really proud that everything worked out pretty well." Jorg Vienek, organizers for the IAAF